Hi Flosstube, I'm Megan and I live in Northeast Alabama, and I've been stitching for a few years and I haven't gotten a whole lot done, but I thought I would share it with y'all and maybe make some friends along the way. So I'll go ahead and get started. This is a freebie from Brenda Gervais called Mayday, and I got it off of her blog, and I left the year off that she put, and I put my initials in the year I finished it. And I got this frame at Hobby Lobby. If you hear a banging, that's my dog laying on the storm door. And this is Keeper of the Pins. I have not finished them all the way. I've got to put the beads on for the pins, but here's the sampler. And I used, I think, chili pepper and cayenne by Classic Colorworks on these. And then on this one, I did use the called for 22, DMC 22. This one's my favorite. I love this lady. And these buttons, some of them came from my grandmother, and I got the rest of them from my mother-in-law's, her mom's stash that she had. And this one says Friday with a Y. I don't know if y'all can see that. I have no idea what that came off of. And that one's wooden. These I leave out all year long on my bar. And this dough bowl I got at an antique store. This one is American Spirit by It's So Emma. And I used Lori Holt's fabric on the back. And I left a little extra on this side because I thought I was going to buy a mini McBean frippery to go right here. I never got to it. And then these two is where Liberty Dwells by With Thy Needle and Thread. These were so cute. I've got to stitch down the rickrack because the glue, it's been over a year since I made them and the glue's not holding too good. See, y'all can see these real good. I love the bird holding the flag. Done those on 28 count with the called for threads on mystery even weave. And these sit beside them in the spring and summertime. It's the salt box, spring salt boxes by Plum Street Sampler. And I've got them finished on Hobby Lobby books, the kind that open up like that. I've got a magnet and a washer on them. And this is what the back and the front are the same on them. So there's that one. And I like how it looks like water right here. And then here's this one. And I like how it looks like a wheat field right there. So those stay on my bar too. This one is my favorite. I got this at Tractor Supply and I haven't seen any more. This is a freebie by Lottie Da. And it's on this cute little chalkboard thing. And I've got my chalk. And I've got it on magnet so I can swap it out. And this one is Stitchy Stars by Lori Holt. My husband cut the piece of wood and we've got magnets on the back because I've got it on an antique toy iron board that's on the wall in my sewing room. This is it. I stitched this at the Smokies last year when we went. This, I'm sorry for leaning forward, everything's all around me on the table. I bought this pocket watch and it's got these cute things on it for my husband off of Etsy. They're really easy to find and she engraved a J on it for Jake. And then I got the inspiration for this from, it was on Facebook from the Sampler Symposium. Mary Cox had a class on it and I just looked at her pictures and I just kind of come up with this. And I done the satin stitches for the flowers and it will close, but you can't like glue it down or anything. It just pops right in there and it stays, and he keeps it on display just like this, open all the time. And I've got these chickens hanging up above my stove like this. I got them from Hobby Lobby and I got the frames from Hobby Lobby too. They go like that. They are stitch cards from Lori Holt. And I kind of changed them up a little. They're very cute. I love her stitch cards. I'm just gonna grab these over here. This is, I done this with Kimberly at Fat Quarter Shop when she done a tutorial on it. And it's the Farm Girl Fall. I didn't use the same fabric and I kind of changed up my colors on it. But this was so fun to do and it's so cute. It was very easy. Very easy. So there's that pillow. This was my first FFO, so it's a little crooked and it's lacking a little something. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out one day. And it is Little House Needleworks, Main Street Station, from the Hometown Holiday series. I love those little birds. And this one is the 2010 Santa from Prairie Schooler. I used the called for colors. And this is how I finished it. I done a covered button and I used this ticking and I used this fabric on the back, I don't think anyone's gonna see it if I've got it hanging up in the tree. And then I accidentally finished it crooked, this twine, so it hangs a little janky, but I'm gonna try to hide that when I put it on the tree. This was my first ever cross stitch. We used to have a cross stitch store down the road, so this was the first one I bought, and it's Lizzie Kate's Coming to Town Santa 2011. And I got this from Hobby Lobby. It stands up or hangs up. I changed his eye color to blue. And I didn't have the buttons, so I just stitched a bow on it. And these are my finishes that are not FFO'd. So this one is the Hands-On Design Chock Full Harvest. This one's my favorite. I love the colors on this. I used the called for. It went pretty fast and pretty easy compared to the Bloom, and I used 14 count chalkboard black on both of these. And here's Bloom. This one I changed the colors up. I just swapped the blue and the red where they were, and I'm not sure if Bloom shows up well. I can't really see it in person. Probably would have turned out better if I just left the colors where they were, but I really liked how Kimberly's looked at Fat Quarter Shop. This one I finished earlier this year, and I haven't cut it off this fabric yet. It is the Redbird Sampler by Brenda Gervais, and I joined Lori Holt with this, and it is stitched on brown paper by XJU Designs. I have it on my same fabric that I'm stitching the gather in. I need to finish that. I love it. But here is that one. I put my initials in. I love that chapel or whatever it is. I love these flowers and this vase and the berry bowl. It's all just so pretty. I did swap out the bird color right here because I seen someone else do it, and I thought it made it pop more. Oops. This one is a freebie by Jen Dewey. It is Stitch What You Love. I've done this on 40 count vintage country mocha, DMC 503. This one is a freebie by Lori Holt. I'm Just Saying, and it's I cannot count my day complete till needle, thread, and fabric meet. And I've done this with DMC 115 on coffee dyed 28 count. I am so sorry for how I'm doing this video. I've watched hundreds of Flosstubers, and they are so great at showing stuff. And I know I'm doing terrible, and I know you probably can't hear me, probably can't see half of what I'm doing, so I apologize. So these are the seed, I guess they're called seed packets by Stitching with the Housewives. And I don't have the cover photo, but this one is the wildflower mix. And I done all these on 14 count black from Hobby Lobby and Joann's. And I used the called for threads, except for bamboo. I swapped out for the 3865 because it looked the same to me. I couldn't tell a difference. And I'll be finishing these as seed packets. This is the Forget Me Not seeds. I love this color. It's blue corn and morning glory, and it just pops on that black. Zinnia seeds. And I've got these growing out in the garden. I love them. Sunflower seeds, and I left off the two little ones that you're supposed to stitch right there. There's the sunflower seeds. Watermelon seeds. I got tired of stitching, and you're supposed to do white and leave the words blank to show the black, and I done it opposite. I used the called for. This one I done on the coffee dyed 28 count. It's the tomato seeds, and I used the called for. And that is all my previous finishes, and I hope to come back with a whip parade, and maybe I won't be so nervous and fly through this, and maybe give y'all some more information next time. So thank you for watching. Till next time.